What's up everyone, welcome back to Lace Up Channel. My name is Mickey. In today's video, I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why one-step DSD distributing is still around in 2023. I know, that's crazy. In 2023, we still have people loading out trucks and those trucks hitting convenience stores, supermarkets to replenish and sell their products. But how can such a small margin industry, with so much rotation, with so much turnover, be profitable in 2023? Well, today, I'm going to let you know. The first reason why this industry isn't going anywhere is space. Have you ever gone into a convenience store? Look at any display or shelf. You'll see that there is limited space where product can go. Namely, think about fruits. Every single convenience store has bananas and apples and oranges. And normally they're put on 3-tier displays. And these 3 or 4-tier displays, they have a very limited space and they're put in a corner in the convenience store, at times in the very middle of it, but that's all of the real estate that the banana guys get. Which means that you have to constantly be coming back to replenish those bananas because there's so few of them on such a small space that the probability of them selling out before the next time that you get back is very high. So space is one of the most critical components. You can't have two-step distribution trying to do pre-sales, picking, packing, shipping for a space this small. Number 2, this type of distribution has both quick turnover and very small transactions. This means that the product runs out incredibly quickly. Now, if you have product that runs out, that means you don't have the time to deploy people to place orders, to have people call the distributor, to have the distributor come the following day. No, you need to set up a route, and on that route, you need to have that customer, and you need to know a rough idea of what that customer sells of your product so that you can execute multiple transactions per week. Now, a distributor that normally does small transactions, namely, $40 to $80 transactions, they'll visit a customer 2 or 3 times a week just to make sure that the shelf is full, to make sure that the shelf is merchandised, and to make sure that there is product on the shelf to sell to customers. Number 3, most people that do one-step distribution are distributing product that expires. That means that the product goes bad. It's got a shelf life of some kind. We're not talking about a fidget spinner here. We're talking about a banana, a potato chip, a gallon of milk. This means that you have to leave just enough product at the store so that that product sells through before the product expires. Because if the product expires, guess what? All that does is it takes a sale off your book but leaves the cost of goods sold, thus decreasing your gross profits. Now at this point you're like, Mickey, I'm a distributor, I know this. Well, I know that you know this. This is why your business is bulletproof. Because your goods expire, you've got high rotating goods, you've got limited space, which means that you will be in business forever until robots come to replace you in your truck. Number 4, one-step distributors are able to give better service. This means that they're able to visit the customer more frequently. They're able to take ad hoc phone calls and schedule that customer on a route to go to the customer and service the customer when they need it. This is because these distributors are designed for one thing: to keep those shelves stocked, to keep the product flowing, and to keep credits down. So the service almost always goes through the roof when you do one-step distribution. When you do two-step, you're relying upon multiple actors, multiple individuals to get that product to that display. You have to palletize the product and ship the product out. Then you have to place the product somewhere in the dock of the customer, and then you have to transfer that product from that dock to the display. There is exponentially more room for error, and in that business model, obviously those companies make a lot more revenue. But the fact that it's more cumbersome, that it's slower, that it's not as efficient means that you can't give the customer that unique and personable service. So service is another reason why your business is going to be around this year and many years to come. Point number 5, and last but not least, merchandising. The fact that when your driver drops off the product, they're also the person that puts the product on the display, means that your product will always look presentable. Now again, all of you seasoned DSD distributors shouldn't be watching my channel anyways, because you should be making millions. But those of you that are new to the channel, that want to start your new DSD, that want to have your very first route, the most important thing you could do when you put your product in that display is to make it look beautiful. Not only does your shelf have to be fully stocked, but it has to look good. And the fact that you're dealing with low volume transactions, meaning that they're small transactions that rotate quickly, means that you're able to dedicate the time to actually place the product on the display in the proper manner to have it look good. And at the end of the day, when you have a product that expires, a product with a very small space through which to sell it, a product that you get to merchandise yourself, a product that you have to keep fully stocked, a product for which you have to provide good service, this means that you get a customer that's very satisfied and end consumers that continue to come back to that convenience store or continue to go back to that mom and pop in order to buy your product. So as long as convenience stores, gas stations, and mom and pops are around, one-step distribution, pack and pedal sales, DSD, however you all call it, will always be around because there's money to be made at these stores with these types of transactions. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope that this solidified for you that your business isn't going anywhere. Even through COVID, the worst time, right? Where everyone was home, where everything dropped, your industry was still very profitable. I think that nothing will ever change. I think that there will always be a demand for your products. I'll make a separate video on the types of products you should be looking for, but as long as your product is in demand, you will always have sales as long as you do these 5 things properly. Anyways, if you enjoyed that video, go down below, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care.